Morning, everybody. Please stand as able for opening number, Peace Like a River, and we'll have the words up on screen for you.
Good morning.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Joy.
I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul.
Love.
I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain in my soul. I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain in my soul.
Back to peace.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Say good morning to each other. Well, good morning, everybody, and good morning to everybody joining us on YouTube today. We appreciate your support viewing our live stream and also supporting us financially as well. You all are great. You're a part of this community, and we welcome you. Everybody in the room, good morning. This picture was given to us by Steve Huffman, and we're not going to say too much about it because it's part of his PA message today. Today we're going to mix things up a little bit. Normally it's Celebration Sunday where I do all the birthdays and anniversaries and whatnot. We're going to do that next week. Yeah. Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff, where all are welcome. And if you're a first-time visitor, please feel free to fill out one of the blue info cards if you'd like to out in the lobby and give it to the greeter you met on the way in or in the basket that goes around later. Let's get to our announcements this morning. We have an Amazon wish list. Thank you for those of you that purchased supplies off that. Someone just recently placed an order. I don't know what's all coming, but I'll update you next week when the box shows up. And we're still doing our call for platform assistance, and it's not scary. You'll see when Steve does it today. It's nice and fun, and you can do it too. We're going to have our Unity Coffee Hour Wednesday, June 10th over at White Dove Coffee, 9:30 a.m. And we're going to have a group. It's already set. We're going to the food center tomorrow, 3:30 p.m., and we're going to serve up lots of meals, and I'll report back on how many people how many meals we serve out to people. Anyways, and then I want you to join the refurbishment committee. We are now up to 7 people, which is good. And basically what we're trying to do is we're going to refresh the space here in Unity. We're setting a day. We're calling it Spring Spruce Up. We have 3 dates the group is sorting out. Once we lock in a date, I'll let you know, but it might end up turning into a summer spruce up, so just be on standby. Okay. We're going to be at Pride on June 20th, and yes, that's official. We've got a booth space, and we're going to be there for 6 hours. We'd love to do 2-hour shifts. I have 3 volunteers so far. I'd love to have 3 more. That way we can have 2 people at our station in 2-hour shifts. So if you're interested in being there, please let me know. On that note, it is Pride Month, so we'll acknowledge that for the rest of the month. And we still want to do community dinners through the summer. For those of you that aren't aware, these are dinners that are for groups of 6 or 8, and we're looking for hosts and people to participate. And the host role is you can provide like your house as a location that it can be at. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be the one providing the food. The group will figure that out. You can meet at a restaurant. You can meet out at the park, have a picnic, whatever. But we're just trying to get the community together for these dinner times. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. It is time to submit your Father's Day photos. I should have included this last week, but if you got anything fun like, Dad taking a nap and getting makeup put on, Grandpa watching the baby, trying to feed grandbaby steak, so send it to me. So anyways, there's a link to this in the newsletter, and then those photos would come directly to me. I'll get them to Trina. All right, now I'm going to do a special announcement that we weren't planning on at first, so let me read this. So I want to take a moment to address something that's lingering on our community. So I understand that some of you have been anxiously awaiting news of Bob Klein's memorial service. So as of today, I want to give you the first update. The family's still organizing the memorial service and making plans. And so I just want to get us all on the same page here. The memorial service will not be held here, and it's not going to be led by a Unity minister. Bob wrote out what he wanted for his memorial service. So once I get those details, I'll pass them along to the group. And we'd love to honor Bob in our own special way, but we don't want to interfere with the memorial service that the family's planning. So once we know the details, we'll plan around that. So at this point, Bob's family doesn't want to be contacted directly by anyone but me. And so we're going to respect their choice and give them their space to grieve. And from now until the memorial service, I have some sympathy cards in the room. If you'd like to start writing messages for Bob's family, we have that available, and I'll keep them coming back on Sunday until we get to the memorial service, and then I'll make sure and get them to the family. You can also, if you want to do a longer message, feel free to type it up and email it to me, and I'll print it out and I'll include it in the correspondence to go to the family. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been trying to help out with that and asking lots of questions for updates and everything. And I appreciate your continued patience and understanding as we move through this. So thank you. Okay, here's the big one. Daniel Nahmad. He's going to be doing our Sunday celebration and concert on June 28th. You're going to start seeing some ads for that going out online. So if you're on Facebook, you'll probably be seeing that soon. And we're not taking any kind of RSVP or anything like that. Just show up. He's going to do all the message and music that day for the service, and then we'll flip the room around, and he'll go and do a 90-minute concert. The agent has not given me ticket prices yet, so. All right, last announcement. If you own a local business, you can advertise in our weekly newsletter. It's $75 for 6 months or $120 for a year. And let's look at the businesses that have done this so far. We got one slide. Yeah, give them a round of applause. And then we've got a second one. So this is great. I'd love to keep continuing to build this business page. And all of these businesses are directly tied to our community, and it's wonderful to see that connection outwards from Unity into Flagstaff. We're here to support you in affirmative prayer. You can ask a prayer partner. Prayer partners, are you in the room? Raise your hands. Prayer partners will be available after service today over here at the Serenity Room. You can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY for 24/7 prayer support. And we have a prayer box. Michael, if you please. Oh, Michael's not here. Okay. The prayer box is over here by the door. You can write in your prayer requests, and we'll hold them in consciousness for 30 days. You can also contact the center here at 928-526-8893. You can call or text, and I'll be sure and get your prayers to the prayer team. Now, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Marsha Wiesner for opening prayer. She's our board secretary, prayer partner, volunteer, and our friends. Give her a round of applause. Come on up.
Okay. I invite you to take a few deep breaths. You're welcome to close your eyes if that's how you prefer to pray. And then invite us all into a prayerful opening. We come together knowing that we are one. There is no separation. In the face of much that we see happening in our world, we deny the power of us, them thinking. We affirm that there is only us. We deny any fascination with conflict that we may be holding. We see the world as whole, all philosophies, all peoples. We surround ourselves and all others in the light and peace of this divine wholeness. We enfold humankind in the divine wisdom of love. We see minds opening and hearts overflowing. And so it is. Does anyone have a gratitude, a prayer request, or a celebration that they'd like to share with the community?
Well, my gratitude is that you, Marcia, adopted my neighbor's cat, Cocoa Bean. And
I'll show you pictures.
I'm so grateful that you did that because it meant so much to her and it meant a lot to me too. So thank you.
Oh, she is adorable. As Trina can testify. And she came with her own litter box. All right. Yes.
So I'll share a gratitude and celebration. Last month, I got to travel outside of Chicago and sing in the Baha'i Choral Festival at the temple there, which is lovely. If you haven't seen it, it's on Google. And the recording of the concert is also on Google, but it was a wonderful experience of a diversity of people coming together, singing songs for God about peace and unity and racial justice. And I feel very spiritually empowered from that.
That's wonderful. I can relate to singing in choruses. That's a good thing. All right.
I just want to say thank you for everyone being here for us while we were here for the month. We've loved coming here. My daughter will be staying here, and Tim and I need to return to Ajijic, Mexico, where we will say hello to Penny Honey for you.
All right. And we celebrate your being here, and we celebrate your daughter's staying on. I'm sorry, tell me your name again? Alexa. Well, good. That's great. Okay. Are we complete? That's wonderful. So we collectively affirm with you and those that you pray and celebrate with that the presence of God is in all things, and it is the one power. We are grateful for the prayer. The prayers expressed, and the prayers being powerful in our lives, and the good news spoken. And so it is, and so we let it be. You want the mic back?
Yeah, I would like the mic back. Now, let's welcome up Steve Huffman. He'll be today's platform assistant, and he's our guest musician, volunteering our friends. Give him a round of applause. Come on up, Steve.
Thank you. Do you think you might go back to that photo? That one. Okay, let's do unity. Principle number 3 together, and it's up on the TV, either one of them. Thoughts have creative power to determine events and attract experiences. And the short version, thoughts create things. Okay, so this is kind of a show and tell thing for me. Faye and I went to Italy a couple weeks ago, and one of the places I was looking forward to seeing was Assisi, which is a small hill town in Umbria, the part of Italy. And if you look at this picture, the way they've cut this lawn with the topiary, there's pax, which is the Latin word for peace. There's a T, which is they call the Tau. It's the St. Francis cross, and I'm actually wearing that in a little miniature version, which they did in laser. And the other little piece, which you might not know, there's a tower in the background, which was the high point, and formerly it was a fortress. This was a medieval hill town when St. Francis and St. Clare were there. And the tower is now a museum. So one of the reasons I was kind of keen to go here, I'm a kind of a history buff. The priests that settled the Southwest were Franciscan priests. The Order of St. Francis, he started when he was born in 1186, so it goes way back. But they kind of helped settle the Southwest along with the Spanish conquistadors. St. Francis is the patron saint of animals, ecology, and merchants. So a lot of the images you see of St. Francis, he's preaching to the birds or to animals. He's also Italy's patron saint. He's also the patron saint of our parish here in Flagstaff. And the San Francisco Peaks are named after St. Francis. So he's an important person in history. One of the things we saw as we walked through the town, this town on one end there is a basilica or church of St. Clair, who was a contemporary of St. Francis. On the other end of the town is the Basilica of St. Francis. And there are there's a monastery still active of Franciscans. There's a convent still active of the St. Clair order. So just being in that town, it's kind of a calm atmosphere, and you've got these nuns and monks kind of wandering around. People go there as a pilgrimage as well. So I guess just to sort of translate this a little bit, peace obviously is an important spiritual truth in most of different religions, definitely in the Catholic religion, and definitely in ours. And one of the things I do every week, every day actually, as a prayer team member, is to affirm peace for our community, for everybody who's requested prayers, and for the world. So may all of us experience peace today. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. That was great. And we were showing this picture online, right? Okay, good. I just want to make sure everybody got a chance to check that out. That's very neat. So thank you for submitting that, Steve. Now, I'd love to introduce today's guest speaker. She's a fan favorite, Ivana Fitzgerald. Come on up. And we're going to enjoy a song that Ivana, Trina, and Steve are going to do, and then we'll get ready for meditation.
Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the gentle night to you. Moon and stars pour their healing light on you. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the gentle earth to you. Moon and stars pour their healing light on you. Deep peace to you.
Hello, friends. I invite you to take a deep breath in Settle yourself comfortably in your chair. We're going to start by imagining a river, a peaceful river. And this river has power to it. The power of this river is that you can pour your sorrows and your worries and have them be swept away. So take a moment to look inside. See if there's anything in your way of peace. Pour that struggle, that sorrow, that challenge into the river. Watch it be swept away and out to sea, where it dissolves like salt. Keep going with this practice, searching for anything else unsettled within yourself. Your worries about yesterdays and your anxieties about the futures. Place them into this river, allowing them to be carried away. Empty yourself until you can stand at peace at the river's edge. Now we will fill ourselves up. We'll fill ourselves with gratitude. Think of things that you can be grateful for in this day. Maybe grand things like shining suns that bring life and heat to all of us. Or small things like, my hair turned out all right today. Each and every one of us, regardless of the struggles we have gratitudes as well. Focus your mind and heart on these gratitudes. Feel your thankfulness filling up your heart space. Directing your mind to thankfulness. Thank you for this life, this beautiful life. Thank you for this day, this glorious day. Thank you for my spirit, my lovely spirit. Thank you for my friends who share the way. Thank you for this life, this beautiful life. Thank you for this day, this glorious day. Thank you for my spirit, my lovely spirit. Thank you for my friends who share the way. Thank you for this life, this beautiful life. Thank you for this day, this glorious day. Thank you for my spirit, my lovely spirit. Thank you for my friends who share the way. Thank you. nice picture. Thank you. Okay, so I've done the message here before, and a couple times ago I did a message on peace, and I think it was something to the effect of choose peace anyway. And afterwards I got questions of what is peace? So I figured I'd talk about that today. I brought a little aid with me. I have this deck of virtue cards. They share different virtues, qualities of godliness. And one of them is peacefulness. It says, peacefulness is an inner sense of calm that can come in moments of silent gratitude or prayer. And I hope we can all relate to that feeling. It is a way of getting very quiet and looking at things so you can understand them. That quality of when you get it and that, when you have confusion or disagreement, but then you come to the solution and the answer and that is peace too. It is facing your fears and letting them go. It is trusting that things will be all right. In this day, there's so much going on, and in our lives, there's so much going on. Trust and faith that the ark will come back around is a part of peacefulness. It doesn't mean we don't have struggle or challenge in our moments, but having that trust that it will work out anyway. Peacefulness is giving up the love of power for the power of love. Peace in the world begins with peace in your heart. It comes with a quote from the Baha'i writings. It says, "Peace is mutual aid and cooperation among the peoples of the world, and the cause of the good pleasure of the true one in the heavenly realm." We do not live in a peaceful world yet. Now, I believe it has been promised throughout all the ages we will come to a peaceful world. We're not there yet. We are still learning our lessons on peace. We are still having the conflicts that can teach us lessons about peace. But in there is that key part. It's about mutual aid. It's about cooperation, about helpfulness. And peace starts in our hearts and spreads from there. I have a friend who told me of a prophecy. He said this is a prophecy that shows up in other places in the world. And it's that one day we will wake up and it will be like any other day. And by the end of that day, there will be no more war. And that seems incredible in this day. But I believe in that promise. There will be a day and there will be no more war. And I just invite you to let that sink into your body, into your cells for a moment. A world with no war, where we see each other as one humankind, where we've nurtured and developed that spirit of unity in our hearts and in our minds, where we no longer pick up weapons of destruction in order to resolve conflict. But we look for what is the solution that leads to the greatest good, to our mutual advancement, to our peace. And I believe with all my heart and all my faith that that day is coming. When? I don't know. Maybe not my lifetime, but what I do in my lifetime, how I cultivate and nurture peace within myself, helps in the progress toward that end. That is what we are here for, to develop our spiritual capacities, to learn and to grow and to be of service, to take steps and the cause of God towards this most great peace, where there's no more war. That doesn't mean no more struggle, by the way. I'll share a lesson on suffering I learned too. And that's that there are two kinds of suffering. There is the suffering we create for ourselves, like when we don't practice moderation and we get diabetes or a hangover. You know, God isn't doing that to you. You are creating that condition from your cause and effect. Right? The suffering we create when we are not kind to others in our lives and then we have personal conflicts. That's our suffering. And then there's the suffering that happens for us. This is a divine suffering. It is given to us so that we may grow and develop. How do you nurture a virtue like forgiveness if everything's copacetic? You know, we need those challenges and we need those sufferings. How do we develop determination if everything's given to us? How do we develop charity if there's no need? So this world has these dichotomies. It has these opportunities for suffering that are really a gift for our growth and our development. Now, I decided a while ago I was going to give a talk on peace. And God, in his infinite wisdom and humor, decided to give me a lesson on peace. My husband took our wedding ring. The gem had fallen out of the center setting, and I had another lovely sapphire to replace it. And he gave it to a jeweler, and she returned it, not with my stone. Not with my stone. It was smaller, it was a different color, we had it tested, it's probably a lapis or something, it's topaz, something like that. Not our stone. And so we're like, this is not it. And she's like, well, it must be. And we're like, it's not. And she pulled it out and compared it to the photos and said that, okay, it is a different color. I'll give you this other stone that's smaller, lesser quality, not as pretty, and I'm not going to return what you paid for this repair. So during this whole thing, I'm thinking, I'm feeling my anger and my frustration. And I'm like, okay, I get it. There's a lesson here about detachment and about forgiveness and about peace. Because peace is more valuable than sapphires. So I spent a good amount of my mental energy directing myself into peace. Now, where it stands, this jeweler is not willing to return our money or our stone or make a just outcome. I have another card here on justice. Because I think sometimes we get confused about forgiveness and justice and think we have to just take it. You know, if we're going to build a peaceful world, it's not by accepting the injustice in this world. So the card on justice says, practicing justice is being fair in everything that you do. It is seeing with your own eyes and not judging someone or something by what other people tell you. Being just is standing up for your own rights and the rights of other people. If someone is hurting you, it is just to stop them. It is never just for strong people to hurt weaker people. Justice means that every person's rights are protected. So I'm getting a twofold lesson in this. Lesson about peace, forgiveness, detachment, and also a lesson about justice. You know, that it is still right to seek a just outcome. And there may need to be an element of mercy, allowing to, give more than would be required. But what I was able to do by deciding that I was seeking peace anyway and cultivating those thoughts is now, although we don't have a resolution, I feel okay. I am okay with what happens. I'm going to pursue a claim and a more just outcome, but whatever passes, I am okay, and I trust it's okay, and that this lesson is for me. It didn't happen to me. It is for me. And hopefully it's for the jeweler too. And I forgive you, honey. So I think I'll end with a quote. This is from Abdu'l-Baha, and he said, I charge you all that each one of you concentrate all the thoughts of your heart on love and unity. When a thought of war comes, oppose it by a stronger thought of peace. The thought of hatred must be destroyed by a more powerful thought of love. So I charge you with this today too, that you may center your thoughts on love and peace. And when you notice those thoughts creeping in of anger and resentment and so forth, that you oppose that with a stronger thought of love and unity and peace and forgiveness. Because when we cultivate our thoughts, when we take that responsibility for the peace that we carry, our piece of peace, that is how we begin to change this world. Because it is together that we will come to a world with no more wars, where we have peace among mankind. And it starts with ourselves. Thank you. By the way, if anyone would like to peek at my cards later, you're welcome to them.
You coming back for a next talk? All right, now we're going to do another song, Get Ready, My Soul. This is a Daniel Namod song. And hopefully it'll get you pumped up for the concert coming up.
Not to be missed.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment here, to a new beginning here. And I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul.
'Cause here I go, Deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go. Closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go. Deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go. Closer, closer, closer to my sacred source.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Thank you.
Let's prepare for our celebration of abundance. At first, we're going to do noisy can. Can I get 2 volunteers to come help? Anybody? You go around and let's get some change from folks. Here, Jeff, I'm going to volunteer you. Hold on, I've got some change.
Please sit.
All right, make some noise. Here, I'll take that. Thank you. Okay. All right, I like that. Okay, now we'll get into our regularly scheduled program. Marcia, you're the board basket blesser. Come on up here.
Our board consciousness is abundance. We are an abundant and thriving community. Our second board consciousness is, for God's sake, a new minister. We are attracting perfect new minister for Unity of Flagstaff, who leads and inspires us to our next phase of spiritual growth and service. All right, we release our limitations and give from abundance. We are abundant. Thank you, Spirit.
Okay, go forth. I'm here to remind you about ways to give. You can do cash or check. We have the option for Zelle. This QR code is in our newsletter and our website. You can send in snail mail. Check the P.O. Box regularly, P.O. Box 1740, Flagstaff, Arizona 86002. And if you want to give specifically towards our investment account, that is also an option. Just let me know so I make sure that that goes to the investment account and not the operating account. While they're finishing up there, the little brown envelopes that are in the basket going around, I don't know if it's been a while since I mentioned this, but if you're giving cash and you want to get credit for it, you can put it in a brown envelope and put your name. Otherwise, I don't know who it's from. So just so you know. All right, come on up. If everyone will join me. Thank you for this bounty. Thank you for this community. Thank you for the good we do and will do. We are joy-filled, and so it is. Now, if you'll please stand as able for the closing song, we'll just do the first verse of Peace Like a River.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul.
If everyone will join me for prayer protection. The light of God surrounds us. Claim the light. The love of God enfolds us. Claim the love. The power of God protects us. Claim the power. The presence of God watches over us. Claim the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Create an amazing week, everybody. Thank you.